Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Kathy J Show. Thank you so much for joining us today. My mic is off. Hang on a second, everybody. Tell me when we're live. I'm just going to sit here and wait. I'm kidding, everybody. Excuse me about that. Hi, everybody. I am Kathy J. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for coming to the show and spending this half hour with us. I have to give a special shout out, everybody, to our viewer, Marissa, and her son, Billy. Hi, guys. So, Marissa, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching us every day when you get home from work. It's an honor to get to be a part of your day as you're winding down. So thank you very much, Marissa, for sending us that viewer email. It means the world. So thank you. All right, so everybody else, you can always go online to kathyjshow.com and watch any past shows, as well as send us some of those viewer comments, because we love to see them. All right, everybody, today, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh my God, I'm so excited, everybody. Today we're getting into the holiday season. Halloween's gone, everybody. And now it's time to start thinking ahead. Ahead of what's under that tree. What's in those stockings, everybody? Now, Colorado Lottery scratchers. I remember the holiday scratchers. The first time I remember them, actually, I had a friend whose dad got a stocking full of Colorado Lottery holiday scratchers from his brother. It was like a gift that they gave each other. And I remember like all these scratchers just started falling out of the stocking and how fun it was. It was like Christmas, literally. It was incredible. We all were scratching and it was the best time ever. And you know what? I continued that family tradition. It's not my family tradition, but I continued it with my friends. And you know, even birthdays roll around, I'll give the scratchers out, okay? But when it comes to the holidays are the time to not only give the scratchers, but get the holiday ones created just for the holidays, excuse me. Everybody, please welcome Deputy Director Jennifer Anderson is here from the Colorado Lottery. Yay! Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so obviously you can tell I'm very excited, Jennifer.
Yeah, so are we. So we're happy to be here.
Yeah, this is so exciting. Okay, so these are the new holiday scratchers. Let's show everyone what we have.
Yes. This is our $1 scratcher.
Okay.
So we have $1, $2, $3, $5, and $10 scratchers. And this one actually has 6 different winter scenes, so you can collect them all if you want to.
I like that.
But these make great gifts for different price points. People love them. They're great for office gifts. People you don't know very well or who have everything already.
That's the thing. The people that have everything. These are the perfect gift. Okay, so for $1, it says here I can win up to $5 grand.
Yes.
I like those odds. All right. What do we have for the next level
So the
up?
$2.
Oh, you can hold that one?
No, that's okay. So these are great. The $1 and $2 gifts are smaller gifts, but this is went up to $10,000.
Woo!
Our $3 went up to $35,000.
Yes.
And then with the $5 and $10, you really go up in the top prizes.
Okay.
You have $100,000 for a $5 scratch ticket is the top prize, and then you have $250,000 for a $10 scratch ticket. So lots of opportunities to win. So
Yes.
it's worth more than the cost of the ticket because people have a chance to win more. And there's also a lot of smaller prizes in here that are all be at least the amount that the ticket is worth or more.
See, and I love that.
Yes.
I love that you have good odds here. And I love the fact that Colorado Lottery, everybody, the thought that goes into these games, because they know we just don't want to scratch and be like, oh, the game is done. The Colorado Lottery always finds a creative way to say, now you can go up into this part and see if you can get a second bonus. And I mean, you guys really put a lot of effort into these holiday scratchers.
We really do, and we love that they have like a little to from, so you don't have to even buy a card. You could buy a holiday scratcher instead of a card.
I didn't even realize that.
So you can put that in. These are really popular, and I would encourage people to go and get them because they sell out almost every holiday season, usually by early December.
They do, and when we come back, we're going to get into more of that, everybody. So we'll be right back, and we're going to find out which ones are most popular, as well as a little PSA that they have out there for the community. We'll be right back. The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on. I just went to go show these. And the card book flipped open. Everybody, welcome back to the Kathy J Show. We are here with Jennifer Anderson. She is the Deputy Director of the Colorado Lottery, everybody. This is the time of year for you to go and get those holiday Colorado Lottery scratchers. Deck the halls, you can get holiday, payout. All of them are brand new right now in time for the holiday season. Jennifer, you were just telling me about these. They sell out really fast. How long do we have?
Yeah, so we launched these in October. We start pushing them out to our retailers, and then they'll pretty much be 90% sold out by early December. So you really want to get these in November. I will say if they sell out, our regular games are always still available.
Yes.
So those still make good gifts. And the beauty of these is as a last minute gift, if you're you go to the grocery store, 7-Eleven, you don't have to go to Park Meadows Mall where you can't even find a parking space like the week before Christmas.
Who wants to deal with that?
Yeah, so these are great.
So how much money from the holiday scratchers is projected to go into the Colorado Lottery?
So we are projecting to have $21 million in sales of holiday scratchers this holiday season, and that is 6.7 million tickets. So
that's crazy.
It is a lot.
And then how much of that money, of the $21 million proceeds, goes back into all of the programs that we've been talking about for the past couple months?
About a little over 5 million.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
going back into the schools or going back into the conservation. I just did it again, everybody. They're going everywhere.
Yes, a bunch of different programs, but basically conservation, outdoor recreation, and school infrastructure.
See, everybody, so it's the perfect gift. Like, you're giving back to our state, as well as you're giving a really cool gift that you can put your to and from on right there. Now, here's my question to you. Since these are specifically for the holidays, does that mean once all of these are sold out, somebody's going to be winning up to $100,000? Somebody's going to be winning that $250,000 prize. How does that work with the prizes?
So there are a certain number of top prizes in each game.
Yeah.
And we will basically, you have 6 months from
Yes.
the date that the game ends. So that won't even be at Christmas. Usually we end the game a little after Christmas. Some retailers beg us to let them keep the holiday games out even after Christmas if they have any left,
Oh,
because
really?
they're like, our players love these, but we typically like to take them off the shelves. So that's when we'll end the games. And then from that date, you have 6 months to come in and claim your ticket. So and if you put it through the washer, it will survive. These get tested before they get put on shelves. So they do all these kind of like ironing over them and
That's
trying to
incredible.
So they're
I always
almost
wondered about
indestructible.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, but you are saying that people will be winning what's in all of these, because more or less they all get sold out.
Yes,
That's
pretty
awesome.
much. And if there's any prizes remaining, it's probably because somebody lost their ticket
Yes.
or left it in like their glove box.
Or it fell down in the seat.
Yeah,
Something
or
always
fell down
falls
in
in
the
the
seat.
seat. All right, and so what happens with money that doesn't get claimed?
It actually just goes back to our budget, like to our bottom line.
Okay.
But we want players to claim their prizes, so we will try to promote. If there's large prizes, we'll try to promote, what store it was sold at, and let you guys know that you need to double check to make sure that it's not your ticket that is sitting there unclaimed.
I've noticed that, because I'm always the person that's like, tell me, Colorado Lottery, where was that ticket sold? Because I want to know, do I need to go on a hunt?
Well, you can follow
my
us
things.
on Facebook or Instagram, and that's where you can get all those updates on social media. We're always posting live updates about who needs to come claim their prizes.
That's awesome. Yeah, because you get the money. Get your money, everybody. Play responsibly and get your money. So to find out more about these games and so many others, just go to coloradolottery.com. Don't go away, everybody. Lots more with Jennifer from the Colorado Lottery when we come back about coats, a coat drive that they're doing, as well as, wow, gambling at young ages. We weren't aware of that. We're going to talk about it when we come back. Kathy J. Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness. Welcome back to the Kathy J Show, everybody. So the Colorado Lottery is here today. Jennifer Anderson is the Deputy Director of the Colorado Lottery, and it's about playing responsibly and having fun with these Colorado Lottery holiday scratch games. Now, Jennifer, 2 things about these. They're recyclable.
Yes, these are recyclable. So that's one way to play responsibly, is making sure that when you're done with your scratch ticket, you put it in the recycling bin. I mean, if it's a top winner, you might want to keep it.
Yeah,
frame
keep
it.
those ones.
But otherwise, if it's, you want to put it in your recycling bin.
I would never think that, because of the shininess on it and stuff. I would think that it couldn't recycle. So that's really cool.
Yes.
So that gives back. And the other thing is, where do I get my money? Where can I claim it?
Oh, you can claim so if it's under $600, if your prize is under $600, you can go to anywhere that sells Colorado Lottery tickets, grocery store, 7-Eleven, liquor store. If it's over that, you can make an appointment to come into our claim center, one of our 4 claim centers. So we have a claim center in Denver, Pueblo, Grand Junction, and Fort Collins. And
Yes.
right now it's still by appointment only. We will go back at some point, but we've been very cautious. So but you can usually make an appointment same day. It's not.
No. I mean, they don't want to keep you from your money, everybody.
No.
And they're in the DMV office that's right over there
Yes.
off of Pearl and Colfax.
1881 Pierce Street.
Pierce.
Yep.
That's it. Yes. Okay. So speaking of the Colorado Lottery, there is something really cool that they're doing right now. It's about your public service announcements. It's a program that you're having geared towards our youth.
Yes.
Right. Tell everybody about it.
So one of the things that we try to do all the time is ensure that responsible gaming is integrated in all that we do.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we're being responsible and we're not, damaging society through the games that we sell.
So you want to have fun when you play, everybody.
We want it to be fun.
Yes.
And one of the ways we do that, we use the holidays as an opportunity to really get that message out, because there's so much gift giving, and really these are not appropriate gifts for people under the age of 18. Mainly because it can really increase the likelihood that they end up developing a gambling problem later. It may seem fun to give your kid one of these.
Yes.
And, kids love them.
Yes.
But ultimately it's not worth the risk that it might contribute to harm later. So
I was never
very
aware of that,
important.
Jennifer, until I read, because I get these. My girls will help pick them out. We get the shiny ones at the store. We want this one. And then they go home and they can't wait to scratch them. I'm not aware as a parent that I'm actually teaching them to, what am I going to do? I gotta win.
Yeah.
So you're right. I never thought that that's something that I need to be aware of as a parent, because there is a percentage of adolescents where it does become a huge gambling problem.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to play responsibly, but ultimately, there's also that adrenaline rush that you get when you win.
Yes.
That can be like a drug to some people.
Yes.
And so even kids, their brains are not fully developed, so it's just like drugs or alcohol. You don't want to be giving them these before they're 18.
Such a good point.
Yeah.
So you can be 18 to play the lotto.
Yes, you can play when you're 18, and I was a little shocked by some of the statistics for teen adolescents, high schoolers, that they gamble more than I would have guessed. And so I'm assuming a lot of it's online. I doubt that it's all lottery play, but it is disturbing, because in a recent study, 60% of high school adolescents said that they had gambled for money in the past year.
Yes.
And that shocked me.
I say it again for all the parents out there that need to hear that.
So 60% of high school adolescents have gambled in the last year.
Last year, everybody.
Yes.
Right. So when you're saying, what do you do with all that extra money I'm giving you?
Yeah.
It might be gambling, but everyone has a story of, a producer here was like, oh yeah, my brother used to hang out with kids that always gambled with their money from the restaurant. And so it is. And with the sports betting right now, I mean, that's rampant. So I can see that it is something that we need to get a hold of.
Yeah, unfortunately, 4 to 6% of adolescents already have a serious gambling problem.
Wow.
And 10 to 14% are at risk of developing one. So that's a lot higher than just the general population, which is 1 to 2% have a serious gambling problem. So that's a serious something to keep in mind when we're talking about lottery.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And also, when you're talking about the lottery, thank you for that, because I think a lot of us are just like our brains right now. You also do special retailer training during the holidays.
Yes.
What's that about?
And actually, that's year round. We try to train our staff and our retailers about how to. And this actually goes beyond just selling to underage kids. It's really about how to play in a responsible way.
Okay.
And some of those, I think I've talked to you about this before, but it's always good to continue to remind people that playing responsibly means that you understand your odds, that you're not playing more than you can afford, that you're not thinking about it constantly.
Yes, scratching.
It takes over. You don't have other hobbies. Like, you should be spending your money on other entertainment, movies, gifts for your family, going out to the restaurants. And if it's having a serious impact on your pocketbook, or if you just find yourself irritable when you're not able to gamble, it's a lot of these signs.
Yeah, those are definitely huge signs. So what do you tell the retailers? If somebody comes in and throws a Bible down and then gets on their knees and requests a scratcher, maybe you need to talk to them? How do you talk to your retailers to recognize, and then what do they do with it?
I mean, our retailers are, awesome, and they are very responsive to our training. They are not counselors.
Yeah, right.
We're not putting that on them. We're more just want them to make sure that people understand where the resources are if they want to go. And we actually have it on every ticket printed are the hotline that you can call if you or a loved one is potentially has a problem with gambling.
Yes.
And this is a Colorado hotline. So it's the compulsive gambling hotline, and it's funded partially by us, and now it's also partially funded by sports betting tax. So it's really important that you, even if you just aren't sure, you can call and talk to somebody and become more educated about what it means to have a problem.
That's awesome. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you guys do amazing things, and it is a gambling, but at the end of the day, it is supposed to be fun, and it's something where someone says, wow, did you hear so-and-so just won $5,000 on the scratcher? Like, that's the excitement of it. It's not I need to win a scratcher so I can pay my bills.
Exactly.
Don't do it for that.
No.
Right?
We would rather have every Coloradan spending $5 a year than 100 Coloradans spending, you know, $10,000 a year on our products. So we try to make sure that our player base is broad, and that as we grow revenue, it's not on the backs of our current players. We continue to try to innovate to attract new players, and that's really important to us, and it's one of our goals in everything we do.
Absolutely. You're all over the state. You're doing amazing things within the state, putting back all of the money that we're giving to the lottery and to this back into our economy. It's just amazing. Plus your staff. Man, I love the staff at the Colorado Lottery. All of you really care.
Yes.
And coming up next, everybody, we're going to find out what their staff is doing within the Colorado Lottery this time of year. It's not just all the stuff they're doing to make sure that everybody is getting a fair game. It's the things they're doing behind the scenes to really make sure people are going to be warm this winter, everybody. ColoradoLottery.com. We'll be right back. Kathy J. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better. Welcome back to the Kathy J Show, everybody. I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this half hour. Deputy Director of the Colorado Lottery, Jennifer Anderson, is here with us. Thank you so much. Okay, so Jennifer, we talked about how much fun it is to play the lottery responsibly. There is something about the Colorado Lottery that you guys do as a staff, and there's a way that we can all get in on it. Tell everybody.
So it's actually as a department. So lottery is part of the Colorado Department of Revenue.
Okay.
And as a department, there's 1,600 employees. So we have gotten together, and our Employee Advisory Council has decided to do a clothing drive this year.
Cool.
And it's really important, in part because of the pandemic. A lot of donations weren't happening last year, either because they weren't taking them or they weren't able to do donation drives. And so there is sort of a really high need right now for warm clothing, toiletries, socks, hats, all of that stuff that we need in Colorado to stay warm.
Right.
And our clothing drive is for at-risk veterans and homeless veterans in honor of November 11th, Veterans Day.
Yes.
So we'll be collecting, we have boxes at all of our offices in November. We're only taking collections from our staff at this time, but there are ways that the general public can contribute as well.
Okay, how?
So Denver Rescue Mission, Safe House Denver,
We love them.
Colorado Coats is another organization. Those are all organizations where you can take these warm clothes, and just remembering those in need at the holidays is so important.
You're so right. And you know what? As it was pointed out, women, children, all different sizes, everything is needed. And with the warm weather coming, you definitely want to make sure that everybody's going to be bundled up. And so everybody has like 20 extra hats lying around, winter hats.
I know, I do.
Hey, got to give a shout out to the East Angels. I love that. East Side. So here's my question. You also need toiletries.
Yes.
Okay.
So
hang on. Your mic fell.
Oh, sorry.
Hang on. Put that right there. It happens to me all the time.
These little ones are really easy because people can just take them and go. And it's also more sanitary to donate unused, smaller
Is it really?
toiletries. Yeah, and then an opened large toiletry. Yes.
And I don't like to use the word steal, but I definitely have a lot of these that I have taken from the places I've stayed.
Yes, I think we
So
all
would be
do.
more
I
than
always
happy.
think I'm going to use them.
You always do.
They end up in this big bag in under my sink.
So you can donate all of those. Do you find that you need clothes more than toiletries? Do you need toilet paper? I mean, toothbrushes? I mean, because a lot of people that are homeless, they have jobs.
Yes.
They need to be able to brush their teeth to go to work and stuff. So what are you finding you need more of?
I just remember a shelter telling me that like the little bar soaps that come in wrapping
are gold.
Yes, they love those. And then toothbrushes and like rinse, mouth rinse,
Oh, yeah,
and
right.
toothpaste. Yeah,
Mouthwash.
those are all really great.
Personal hygiene items for women is also a big thing out there, everybody.
Yes.
But you know what? This is the time of the year to start giving back. If you haven't this year, you better catch up right now, and you can do it by doing maybe at your office what the Colorado Lottery is doing at their office. Get everybody together, donate what you can, and help others this holiday season. That's what it's all about. See everybody through loving eyes, and then we can understand each other better. Thank you so much, Jennifer Anderson, and thank you so much to the Colorado Lottery. Is there a final message you want to leave us with?
I just want to say thank you to everyone for your support and for playing the lottery, because it all goes back to Colorado
That's it.
ultimately,
It
and we
does.
love increasing the amount of money that we can give back.
Yes, we love giving back, everybody. So thank you so much. ColoradoLottery.com.